Hello to everyone at the Israel Policy Forum. Now, I hope you're all doing well and have stayed healthy over the past few difficult months. And it's been a difficult year for all of us. But I want to thank you for coming together and holding this very important conversation about the challenges facing a secure and democratic Israel in the modern era. As you know, I care deeply about the state of Israel and the future of a safe, secure homeland for the Jewish people. I always tell people, why am I for Israel? Because my great-grandmother, the wife of a well-known rabbi, was told when the Nazis came into Ukraine to gather her entire family on her porch. 31 people gathered from age 85 to 3 months. The Nazis said, "You're coming with us." She said, "We're not moving." They machine-gunned every one of them down. And I tell people who don't know much about Israel, I'd have many more cousins, aunts, uncles, if they were in Israel, that would have had a place to go. So the truth is, many of the leaders participating in this event all have stories like this. Our personal histories inform and deepen our support for a secure, peaceful homeland for the Jewish people. Throughout our history, Israel's had an essential bond with the U.S. We've shown the world the true meaning of friendship between nations and the bond that must remain vibrant, bipartisan, and unshakable for generations to come. Aside from the strength of our shared values, supporting a strong U.S.-Israel relationship is a matter of Americans' own national interest. We should continue to look for ways and maintain the successful economic, medical, and security partnerships that our two nations share. But our ardent support for Israel does not mean that we lose sight of the goals supported by Israeli prime ministers and presidents of both parties of two states living side by side in peace and security. This is especially urgent today, as unilateral annexation of territory in the West Bank is being considered, an action that I do not support. A sustainable peace deal that ensures both the long-term security of Israel and self-determination for Palestinians must be negotiated directly between the two parties. Real diplomacy, via direct negotiations, while an arduous road, is the only path for durable peace. For that reason, it's been the long-standing bipartisan policy in Congress to oppose unilateral action by either side. Unilateral annexation runs counter to these long-standing policies and could undermine regional security and U.S. national security interests in the Middle East. We all must remain committed to continuing engaging Israelis and Palestinians to find ways to live together with peace, freedom, security, and dignity, and achieve a two-state solution. Achieving this certainly won't be easy, but Israel, that small sliver of land, which has represented the hopes of the Jewish people for over 2 generations, Eretz Zavachalavu Vash, a land of milk and honey, is worth the effort. So thank you all for continuing this important conversation. As Democratic leader, I pledge to maintain that strong bipartisan friendship that Israel and the U.S. have always enjoyed, and I hope you stay safe and healthy wherever you are.